Yo, hey, what's up guys? This time I'm gonna take you with me on a takeover for a Titus team where the stats are not the highest in the world. By any means, that should not be a diss or something, but the stats, for example, I'm gonna show you quickly my Titus. Okay, it's not my Titus, but you know what I mean. But for example, he has 293 crit damage and defense is okay. Not the craziest in the world, but I wanna show you that you still can do something in this game. And especially this time I thought about Loki. I used him, he didn't have anything else that gives him perfect veil, so I thought, let's use him, and it turned out that he's a little bit better than I actually thought. Like, he feels quite nice to use in a team that gives you some emergency stuff, like something like you, for example, that you can, the shield. You can share your shield, but just 50% of the shield that we have right now, because we have 2 shields at this moment. But we can get at least 1 back, and that means your run is not over. That is quite nice. I don't have a preset at this moment, I just take it. But there's 2 things in this team that I think they're quite interesting, because Donatello and Lamasu, they do a quite good job to give you a combination of that you have a lot of resets, and also that you can keep up your shields and everything like this. For example, and also, hey, he has continuous heals. Continuous heals are amazing because you can stack them if you have a protection set, 5% per continuous heal. That feels quite amazing. But let's talk also a little bit about Loki. Of course, Mad Hatter's in here because he's just that amazing. But we have not lent the stupid hex, and I actually want the hex at the beginning. So let's just do that quickly again. Wait, it's on auto. Why is it on auto? Alright. A little bit of a rough start right here, but yeah, the combination between Donatello and Lamasu is quite nice. Also, if we place the hex, we can just continue, right, nice. And let's put that on him, because Loki right now is gonna do something what not every team has, especially he himself not. We can spread our debuffs, our buffs, 2 of them, to other champions. And also we can spread debuffs on someone else that has, like, for example, a hex or something that we need, but it was a weak attack from our Mad Hatter. Then we still have an option to actually get these debuffs on the heads that we kind of missed it. But in our scenario, we're gonna do that quickly on Mad Hatter this moment, because it also gives perfect veil, that is quite nice. And we're gonna start up right here. This is kind of, yeah, Loki and Decrease Terminator. You stupid! But I think it's okay. We're not gonna reset now because we still have mostly our skills ready. So right there, I want to increase. At this team, when you use Donatello and what's the name? Lamasu, you want to kind of at the beginning reset your Wixwell. Am I gonna do that right now? I think I'm gonna do it right now. Yes. So hopefully he gets a turn before the Donatello. Okay, he's he's provoked anyway, so alright, we can increase right here. At the beginning, you do more of the reset focused up on your Wixwell to get a lot of buff durations on your Titus, that you can actually kind of have a little bit of a wiggle room. And later on into the game, we will actually use more of our resets from Lamasu on Titus, because we have a lot of buff duration already, so we're not about to lose our things. And also what you can use on Titus, if he just doesn't have his skill ready, you can still put that on someone else. For example, I can put that now on Leonardo. Okay, it's gone. But you know what I mean. Now he has a little bit more turn meter. I'm gonna do this time live, I think. I do not have all the resistance in the world. Fuck. I do not have all the resistance in the world to make, actually that was quite dumb that he got his buff thingy stolen, but yeah, we're gonna do just reset right now and stuff. Yeah, I wish I would have a little. Oh fuck, I can't do that right now. Alright, a little bit of a rough start, I'm not gonna lie, but we will get there. It shows you that you can also do with lower stats also something amazing in this one. Who am I trying to reset? I think it's Wixwell again. Nice, alright. We can spread something else. I think I put that on Wixwell right now because he needs the perfect veil to not get True Fear later on. Since we don't have it at the beginning, we don't have to place that True Fear perfect veil on our Wixwell pretty early, because no blue head and stuff. So hopefully we get the, yes, alright. We got the hex, so we put some continuous heals more up. That's pretty nice. Like I said at the beginning, we're just focusing up on our Wixwell to get his skills as often as possible. Alright, we get the decreased speed of our Lamasu and stuff. We can kind of give her more turn meter, because if he just does A1 right now, it wouldn't change too much. Let's provoke this time. Alright, we got the reflect damage out there. It kind of is nice because I can talk about it. For everybody later on, if you can one-shot a head that had reflect damage on them, it will not reflect the damage because it is basically dead. So there is nothing to reflect. At this moment, I would hit him. I probably would not one-shot him. So he would just kill my Titus or my shield or whatever it is. Alright, we're gonna just... Setup at the beginning is a little bit longer because we don't also have the craziest stats and all these, but it is okay. I want to make a point that you can still have a great time, man. Like, you don't have to do like 50 billion and stuff to just enjoy what you have on your account, man. Alright, it's pretty rough start, like what the hell? Can I please? Actually, that's not good. I did already one run kind of just to see what is gonna happen, and to be honest, it is really good in this run. I can technically not fail. If I lose my shield, I can get it back up there. So we got 4 and 5 duration on that one. I still need to kind of give my Wixwell the most turns and the most opportunities to kind of get the skill out there. Let's just reset again. And yeah, who we gonna give Perfect Ray right now? It's Lamasu, because yes, she also wants to have Perfect Veil. We're gonna increase right now. We have all the buffs in the world already, and let's hit finally the guy I was about to kill, like probably 3 turns right there, but yeah. Alright, so we just continue a little bit, and at this moment, the only thing I'm really paying attention of is the duration of Titus, whatever you want to call him, his debuffs. If they are fine and long enough, then I can later on reset other champion. Alright, so let's do it like this. I think the 8V of wait, let me check that on Loki, because let's talk a little bit about Loki, why he is, I think, great in here. First of all, perfect veils. You need that. That's what you want, that's what you deserve, and that's what you should bring in here to have just a nicer run. And then also, the Hex is really, really fucked up. You go in there, and your Mad Hatter, he has a skill that has Hex already. That is nice, but they're still 3% and weak hits, so sometimes you just don't place it out there. Let me, when I have it ready the next time, I kind of showcase that a little bit more. So that's really nice to spread those debuffs and even other debuffs when you have it out there, like Weaken or something. This is just like on the dead head right now. I wish I would have Hex right there, let's imagine. And I can just take it from the others. Not on 100% consistency, but it is enough. Let me try to kill this one, alright. So... that's the curse about life, kind of. Let me... yeah, he was provoked. But hey, on Wixwell, every time you have your A1 ready, you need to do A1. It is always just build a habit about the left head, the guy that you can provoke. Just to always do it, because you don't lose anything if you just A1 something else, basically. Like, yeah, so you kind of want to just build a habit. So, at this moment, what does he not have? He just does not have Weaken, right? Maybe we can grab it from him. Let's go! Actually nice. We got the Weaken. That's why I think he's also kind of nice. He's on a 3-turn cooldown with our boy Donatello. He is immediately reset. That is really nice. Also, we can place this right now. Okay, we actually, yeah, we didn't have to, but alright. So, durations of Titus going up right now. That's cool. I want like one more duration on him, and I can start to reset the others, like him by himself a little bit more. When I hit this guy now, will he die? I don't know, and I don't think so. Oh, almost. Alright, let's put out Hex again. Now the blue head is out there. Oh, we gotta make sure that he has Perfect Veil. Whoop whoop. Skip it in there. Now we have counterattack. That's actually not that great. That is one thing I was like, wow, my runs take now way longer. And yeah, you can see this is a normal run when you don't have the craziest thing. You don't kill stuff at the beginning too much, or you have a 170k HP shield set in your team or something. But you can still do it. No problem. And Loki is really good at it. I actually enjoy it in here. Because later on, if we get eaten on our Titus, it is not game over. You can still do from that point 50% of the damage that you have done before. If you hit 100 million, that's still 50 million per hit. And if you're kind of lazy and you want to get your run to be successful in one go or something, then something like this is kind of quite nice. All right, let's put out these things. All right. And also this is kind of a tutorial for the dude that went for the takeover. And wait, is there not a terminal? All right. And yeah, that's how we're gonna continue. Hopefully he gets eaten, to be honest, because then I can showcase that Loki, his real power. He's kind of a backup champion. Right there, like get the hex out. I can still increase somebody's turn meter. Like who would be nice? Let's go for him because maybe I can squeeze out another reset. Alright. Alright, duration are kind of going down right now, but it's how it is. And it is Loki, so we're gonna continue. Alright, no problem. That's actually what you want. You don't want your Titus to get eaten, but also if it happens, hey, you can kind of continue because of Loki. So let's kind of increase stuff. Does he have hex? Yes, he does. If we have our skill ready, we can just... we don't. Let's attack him right now. Didn't crit, but okay. Alright, let's grab his things. Alright. Why not? It's not that it helps too much because we would have our skill ready anyway, but I take the turn meter increase because I want to get he has hex, so we can just attack this dude. Alright, we are not quite there where we want to be. Like, charging your shield quite takes a long time if you don't kill heads in the meantime too quickly, because they will poke on your shield, so it will not increase as fast as it should be. So yeah, it is how it is. And bam bam. And also yeah, Loki again, because it is so slow and it takes quite a long time to the shield and everything is ready. It feels quite amazing that yeah, even if you get eaten, that you can get out your champions. Does anyone need some hex or something? I don't think so. We can turn meter increase. Alright. Oh, he has a skill ready. That's I kind of forgot. And yeah, of course, you gotta keep a little bit track. Sometimes it's not the wisest decision to reset in a certain moment. But yeah, I think we're gonna kill quite a lot right now. Now we're kind of getting somewhere. Alright. Oh, he got... that ain't too great. Let me reset that dude, and so he can do it again. Let's focus up a little bit more on buff increase, because Titus doesn't have too much of a duration right now, but we can just fix that. And just do it again. Alright. And give him perfect veil. You can increase his own turn meter also. That is sometimes really nice, because then he can get another turn quicker in than usually. Let's put out the hex. And yeah. Again, this account is not the craziest. It has potential. But you will do a little bit better if you get like 350 crit damage, 7k defense and all these things. So, alright, can we kill now per other head? Like when I attack this head, will they die? Hopefully. Really close. But I think we can kill him like with other, like this one. Oh. And this one. Come on. Let's go. Oh. But actually doesn't matter, okay. Alright. Let's increase some thingies, like 5 and 6 on the shield is not the craziest, but also is okay. At this moment, I don't feel threatened that immediately, oh no, if I do one mistake, I get provoked one time. I will get, yeah, basically eaten, not eaten, like, but running out of buffs, sorry. Alright, let's kill him. What the, come on. Yeah, reset. Alright, he died, that's good. Actually, let me try to grab those things. Alright, perfect. Huh. Is he reset? Yeah, he is reset. I can put out these things. I can increase because I have hex over, no problem. But man, again, it feels okay that I know, even if I if I get eaten, that this run is not over. That this is not a thing that is normal these days. So, right, can we kill him by him? Alright, boom! Alright, we're getting somewhere. Nice. So, alright, let's do increase turn meter. Let's do him. Get the hex out. They all have the stupid... Yeah. Good. Does anyone take a turn before my Wixwell? Please, my Titus. I don't think so, but... Alright, 3 damage. Woo! Yeah, 37. Like, there are other setups, of course, that can give you something different, but I used Loki and I was like, wow, this guy actually fulfills a couple of roles. It's quite nice, right? And then the Lamassu and Donatello thing. So, alright. I think I'm gonna do this now for a little bit. I'm gonna cut now a little bit early, so but now my Titus is my target. I did a couple more rounds right there. We are getting quite somewhere. That's cool, like 51 turns and 340 million. We will quite get over the threshold that we do 10 million per turn. So when it says 50, we should have 500. But I think at turn 60 or something, we should be like quite with the turn count. And yeah, let's free up our champion. And then later on, I'm gonna try out to do my buff spread that Titus gets his shield back. And then he does half the damage that he does currently right now. If you have later on the magma shield, that is also spreadable. So in that moment, you would lose 33% of your damage. But again, it's quite okay and feel refreshing that you just use your run one time. And it is okay. So hey, I will skip to the point where I actually spread the buff and stuff. The worst thing ever happened. I tried to spread my shield to all my other champions from Titus all the time. It did not work. So even if I get him out right now, he will come back and nobody else has the shield at this moment. So the buff spread is technically not working what I wanted. But hey, you know how great it is. Every time you want to show something, you want to make a point, they always find a way to make it worse for you. But I think you understand right now, if I hit for 60 million right now, and he comes back, I'm gonna get that shield back on him that is not existing right now, but I would just get it back on him. I would still hit 30 million hits. So I can just fulfill the run and take whatever it gives you. It's just not over. You just have a chance. Just usually the run shouldn't be over. Just right now, yeah, it is how it is. But hey, damage is okay. Could be a little bit better. Sometimes I got a little bit RNG and stuff. But yeah, I think it's about 2.5 billion. Because I also, like, if you don't get eaten, of course, obviously, and a little bit less, something around 2 billion. But let's check out also the champions. We're gonna start off with Loki. Where the... Huh? Wait. Alright, Loki. So, he's in the shield set. Stats are like this. Wait, I gotta press Hydra all the time. God damn it. The stats are like this. Here, A for accuracy, so I can get some things out there, what I like, the debuff spread and all these things. And Brimstone this time, maybe I would just go for cruelty, to be honest. Maybe that's better, maybe not. But also, yes, right here, like some generic masteries. Keep in mind that if you have that one, you can save yourself a lot of resistance on a lot of champions that you are trying to get out of your gear otherwise. So yeah, that's about him. Talk about Wixwell just quickly. Like, I don't even have the craziest stats, the craziest speeds, all the nasty things, you know. So I think it's quite a good example that Lamassu Donatello can be a really nice team, and also Loki can do something for you, even if it didn't show too much in my team at this moment. But 280 speed, then of course we are in Merciless, just Merciless in this time, because I couldn't get something else to work. The Relic, maybe, wait, I get it on spot, right? It could also, if he has it, the bird, I don't know what the name is. Actually, he doesn't have it right now, so alright, doesn't matter, but the bird, like, you get an extra turn for using your default skill when at least something is on cooldown. And yeah, cruelty right there is just a 1-star. And yeah, alright, that's again this resistance, this thing here right here is kind of really important for a lot of teams. You just optimize it. Alright, let's go Titus. Because yes, he is in merciless gear, but stats could be better, and also he will work on it, no problem. I told him already, hey, like here crit damage on this one, and put here crit damage, and you should be way better already. And like always, keep in mind, if you want to build a Titus, do not glyph out your HP thingies. Like everything that has HP, you don't put anything on it. So yeah, merciless and that, the stats are like this. Wait, I have not shown you, like, I think it's just that I... Yeah, it's not the highest speed ever what I get in here, so yeah, I think that's okay. Something like this. Relic is a cat's gaze. He had one, it's plus 15, really nice. That's what I would recommend. But also, I don't know if he has it right now, but there is a perfect veil setup where you, when you have perfect veil, you do more damage. This should technically do more than cat's gaze. If you have blessings and everything going on later on, this does more damage if you got a perfect veil to start. Or you kill at the beginning the blue head a couple of times until Titus gets perfect veil and you endlessly extend that, but that one does technically more damage for you. And yeah, heaven cast right here. Alright, like this, and this, and this, and this. Like this, just generic, kind of nothing too crazy. I gave him that he gets more turn meter because he was quite a little bit slow, but it's okay. Like we can deal, we can still do some freaking damage in there. That's nice, right? Alright, who's next? Let's go Mad Hatter. Alright, he is in a fuel set, so I can get 10% more damage out of him. Also a Merciless and Reflex, Impulse, Merciless. All these combinations could be also beneficial for you. And yeah, wait, stats. And let me press Hydra. I probably didn't press it for a couple champions. But I'm sorry, those are the stats. Nothing too crazy. Golden Elixir at the moment on him. That kind of doesn't make sense, but also I don't know why. Maybe he uses that golden elixir for something on his teams or something. So there's nothing too crazy I could change on him at this moment in time. Cruelty right there, that is really nice. I get, yeah, I didn't change anything in here because I thought maybe he uses him somewhere else, and he actually doesn't need something else. I think we need Lamasu. Woo, let's go. Alright, and yeah, Impulse, Reflex, and not even the crazy speeds, 244. Yeah, and then have accuracy. The accuracy is a little bit low. Maybe I should lift something in here, or yeah, like the book is nice, but I could something with accuracy. Or maybe I could just put it in accuracy right here later on. For you that took the takeover, just yeah, put maybe probably our accuracy in here, and you just have fulfilled all the conditions, so no problem. Like also cruelty in here, but yeah, it's just a 1-star, so it doesn't bring too much. And yeah, that was about it. And now, like the most important, to be honest, is Donatello. In this team specifically, because he has the most crit damage. That's why he also has the masteries, crit damage right here and also right there. To actually get more, like at least the most that you can get out of your thing, because something needs to be more crit damage than your Titus, obviously. And yeah, I have that relic right here on him to get more crit damage. And I have him in a protection set. He wants to be in a protection set. He gives out continuous heals. That's 5% per continuous heal. And since your Titus is way slower than your not Leonardo, Donatello anyway, you can increase those things kind of. You can stack them over top. You can maybe get like 5, 6 out of them. Depends what buffs you already bring. Maybe you only can get 2 or 3. But that is still 10% more damage. That is still a nice thing to bring. And yeah, wait, let me show you the stats because that is important. So Hydra like this, like 295 speed. Could be faster. I would go way faster if I could. Then also he has 246 crit damage, higher than the Titus. And that needs to be like this. Like later on, if your Titus is going over your other guy, then yeah, the protection set these days kind of needs to be resistance, crit damage, speed. It's kind of a weird kind of setup, but yeah, that's basically it. Like there is no special setup. I did everything on manual, and I think the team is quite nice. Like it has Loki in there. It was a free-to-play champion. Maybe you pulled him. Loki could also be someone else. Let's be Duchess or something. Just Loki brings something different. You can continue your run, and that is not given so often in this game. Everything is so RNG, but yeah, you saw even okay. But let's be for real. Even in my run, I got RNG because I just didn't think about it. If I had it more in mind, like, oh, get a shield back on my champions, get a shield back on my champions, way earlier, I would probably take care of that. But yeah, RNG got me also, even if you have a kind of an emergency setup. But yeah, that will be it. Make sure to press that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done already. And yeah, have a nice day.